Welcome to MyDiversity.com's Legal Forum. Today we're talking about diversity hiring in the legal profession. For the last few years, the legal profession has made a very concerted effort to improve its diversity profile, and overall they've done an excellent job. There are as many women in the profession today as there are men, and the proportion of Black and minority lawyers far outweighs their representation in the general population. However, the profession is quick to notice that much of the success is in the entry-level area. Only a quarter of the firm's law partners are women, and only 3.5 of the partners in the biggest 150 firms are Black, minority, or ethnic. Somewhere in the process there's been a disconnect. There's evidence of that in the significant pay differentials, as well as the concern that the impressive BME hiring statistics mask an underlying underrepresentation of diversity groups overall. In other words, there's still room for improvement. The fact is that male law firms are dominated by white men from the highest socioeconomic echelons. And research shows that there are still barriers to entry over the lifetime of any individual lawyer. Not surprisingly, research also shows that those from higher socioeconomic backgrounds have an advantage in the legal profession. When the profession began its diversity push, firms probably assumed that female and Black and minority lawyers would progress according to their individual merit. However, that was really not the case, because the research shows that the profession remains segmented and stratified according to gender, race, and class lines. In other words, all opportunities are not equal to everybody. There's also some evidence to suggest that women and Black and minority men leave the profession at higher numbers than white men. And that may be because they know that they won't have the same opportunities going forward as white men. The Law Society is now trying to change that, and they say that they are very committed to attracting the most able candidates to the profession. In fact, by promoting diversity, they are doing something that they need to do to improve their bottom line. While the preference for graduates is old universities and the industry encourages long work days, inflexible schedules, and lack of transparency in the hiring process, this is all going to come to an end. The changes have to occur across the industry, from the largest firms in the city to the smallest regional offices. The legal profession is realizing that they can really benefit long-term from their hiring decisions. And the more diversity candidates they have and the more diverse their overall workforce, from the hourly paid workers to the most senior lawyers, will benefit them in the long run. The whole UK population is changing, and the world has become a lot smaller. And the legal profession in the UK has to keep pace. Many of the clients today are not white men from old schools. And they want to deal with people who they feel understand them. Every client wants to feel understood, particularly when they're spending a lot of money. Therefore, bottom line results depend on keeping a diversity of clients satisfied as well. And retaining satisfied employees and motivating them to perform quality work is also important. It's profitable, and you will get your return when you see the improvement in your ROI in human capital. At MyDiversity, we understand that recruiting a diverse workforce is not about filling a quota or running an ad with a picture of diverse people in it. When you really implement diversity and when you really buy into diversity, you strengthen your organization. You have people from different backgrounds, different perspectives, with different skill sets and different ideas. And organizations that excel at leveraging diversity will experience better financial performance in the long run. Now, more than ever, it is critical for employers to recognize that diversity has become a benchmark for their success and how they are perceived and whether or not they will succeed. When people think of recruitment advertising, they typically think of online job postings, newspaper print ads, and even career expos. At MyDiversity, when we think of recruiting, we're talking about reaching out and communicating to your future employees, because we're prepared to go the extra mile to get you the people you need for your long-term success.